Aquariuses, this is going to be your reading for the last week of October, also Halloween week. So this is going to be for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. Now, a lot of tarot readers are going to tell you to go ahead and look into your Venus sign for your love reading, but I'll tell you to go ahead and look into your Mars sign because Mars rules sexuality, and we all know that sex rules intimate relationships. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. Sorry, there's a hair in my deck, so it's like making it so it can't, like, there we go. All right, let me go ahead and lay these out. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, the Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so it looks like you were being brought a test, probably from a teacher, from someone that knows more than you do. And you wanted to make sure that everything was really put together nicely for them. And because you know that it would greatly influence once you started to wake up to how important this test was that you were being presented to. This could be mentally or spiritually. Something that you have been meant to conquer and to face for a while now. Especially with the Eight of Pentacles here, this is somebody that is like being very detail oriented on what they're doing. They're taking their time. I mean, to paint this little star in this big ass circle, it would take this girl a lot of time. You know, gotta be precise with that shit. So this is probably part of the lesson that you were meant to learn, is to really take your time. So that way you can give your time to other people and then feel okay with receiving that time back. Yeah, you definitely did. It's like you had to step away from like a social time to be able to actually pay attention to what you're doing. This could involve not letting your mind wander. With the Sun card here, this is talking about happiness, and like there's like when you get like the surge of being happy, and then there's the moments where you just feel good, and that is also happiness. That's like a form of happiness or bliss or nirvana, however you would like to think of it as. And then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Something didn't go well at a celebration. Actually, no. Something was supposed to happen. You were supposed to get to this thing, and then the surprise was ruined. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read that as it came out. Yeah, it looks like maybe somebody had been planning something for you or planning on telling you something, and they like got spooked. They got spooked about it. They were like, I can't do this, I can't handle this, kind of like an overwhelming type of feeling. Probably because they were overthinking it too much, paying too much attention. Possibly could be what the lesson was that you were supposed to learn. Especially when you're by yourself, it's important to learn not to overthink. I know Aquariuses, you guys have a tendency to overthink a whole lot. You guys kind of go with the flow. So, something to think about. I mean, you guys are water signs. Or not water signs, but air signs, I mean. You know, so you do go with the flow. It looks like even if this person didn't go through and approach you, it's like you're still on top. You're still doing fucking good. Even if that person didn't approach you. Something that is really important to learn is that there are a lot of different pathways that you can take. And sometimes if somebody doesn't do something, then the other person is never gonna do anything either. You know what I mean? It normally takes two people or a group of people. That could possibly be what happened with this Four of Wands. You could have been trying to decide with your friends or something if you should approach a girl or a boy, or maybe you were thinking about getting a new job and or changing job directions, changing school directions, and your group of friends were just like, look, that is not how you're gonna get to your success. That's not how you're gonna make that path happen. But you were like, no, I fucking got this shit. So it's like you also went and talked to somebody, possibly a counselor from your school or just a counselor in general, about what you should do, and that made you start to pay attention to things so that you could plan things out better and so that you could do it all on your own, and you could still get to this major arcana card, the Sun card here. Okay. I'm going to pull from my crystal deck. They're telling me to go ahead and shuffle one more time. has the fairy stone. That's what this is. I am open to receive all the goodness the universe has to offer me at all times and in all ways. This is aquamarine. I communicate with ease and grace. So it's like you were able to see all the pathways, and because you know your shit and you're very creative, especially with the Ace of Pentacles here, this is a very good omen. This is somebody who's very gifted in how they handle themselves, especially when they're in their own energy. This is somebody who is also much more at ease when they are in their own energy, when they're by themselves. They probably prefer to be by themselves. This could be you. You might, prefer to be by yourself. It helps you pay attention better. And because you are able to pay attention, you're able to see all the paths of how to get to what you want. And you're able to do that very easily, very naturally, because it's just something that you are inherently born with. Okay. I'm going to pull from my mystical wisdom deck. Alright. We have animal bond. Stand up for all animals. Now, I interpret this card as it's been coming up a lot in almost all of my readings, and I think that this is calling for us to wake up and realize our animal instincts inside of us so that we can follow our soul and what our soul wants instead of what the world wants us to do. You follow what you know is right. Because we're all animals. And this is also waking up to realizing like how connected we all are and how we're all people, and we all have issues and we all deserve basic respect. And then we have Archangel Gabriel here, messenger of creativity and hope. You may like children a lot. You may like to share this type of message with them. You might even like to spend a lot of time with them. Maybe you work at a daycare or you babysit, or something that you could be doing during quarantine is picking up those type of jobs. It just could be, I'm just getting type of mother, father, like a parent type of energy here. So, alright, that's what I got for you for this week. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe down to my channel down below. Alright,